What's up guys, Rust Daddy here. More often than not, Rust can be a ruthless and unforgiving place. In all of that, it is quite normal to grow tired of competitive group playstyle and feel like you need a little break. Perhaps it is about time to build yourself a trap base. If you're looking for something very simple and elegant yet effective, DirtyRussian might be a trap base for you. In general, trap bases may come in different shapes and formats. Few concepts that I found work the best is either making the base very poorly designed and therefore non-threatening, or making it appear like one of the more well-known base designs and therefore appear to be incapable of being a trap. In effect, this makes the unsuspecting player feel more secure and welcome to investigate. Once inside, one may use different ways of trapping players without even resorting to electricity. For example, using Prince Fit's stairs and half-wall trick that allows players to squeeze inside the base but not back out, or Evil Wurst ability mechanics that traps and immediately kills players before they even get the chance to react. In this context, DirtyRussian resembles a typical 2x2 bunker. It utilizes well-known but somewhat rarely used game mechanics of concealing and blocking shotgun traps with the rug. This way, the element of surprise may be retained until the unsuspecting player is deep enough to be trapped and killed and his or her inventory securely looted. In addition to that, the base has several fallback mechanisms like opening and exposing additional shotgun traps at the entrance corridor, or even trapping and killing players further inside the base if they insist trying to get even deeper. So without further ado, let's begin building the base. You can build a base in several stages, first making the base shell, then setting up the interior, and finally finishing up by adding an entrance and honeycomb. To start off, you will need 1.4K wood and 4.8K stones, a TC, reinforced glass window, a wood double door, and some code locks. Once sorted, make sure that you can place the following footprint. Build a regular 2x2 and add triangle foundations on all sides. Then place 2 additional raised triangle foundations at the front right for the bunker and 1 more triangle and square foundation on the front left for the main entrance. I will keep the footprint without the building steps for demonstration purpose. Now claim the area. Upgrade the far left triangle to stone, place 2 stone walls and a floor triangle on top. Place a TC inside and close it with a stone window frame and reinforced glass window. Then, upgrade the 2 square foundations and neighboring triangle foundations including 1 raised triangle foundation as shown. Cover the left side and back triangle with stone walls. However, on the front triangle to the left, place a half wall, a floor triangle and another half wall on top instead. Lastly, close yourself in by placing a wooden wall to the right and a stone wall frame to the left. Eventually, this should be fitted with the garage door so that the bulky part of the garage is facing outwards. Lastly, seal the roof. Do not stop here as the base shell is still not complete and is vulnerable to fire and pickaxe raiding. So once ready, grab the required resources, 2 sheet metal doors and some code locks, and begin by upgrading the remaining 2 square and 3 frontmost triangle foundations. Going from the back, close yourself in with 7 stone walls and then 2 doorways to form an airlock at the front. To form the bunker access, place a twig half wall with a stone wall on top and then break the twig. Lastly, seal the roof, making sure to match the height of the front wall at the bunker entrance with half walls as shown. Now the trap base shell is complete, so next we will be setting up the interior and furnishing it with various utilities and traps. For this stage you will need a little bit of wood and 2.4K stones, 4 rugs and some shotgun traps. In addition to that, you will also need other base utilities. To the right of the TC, you can place 3 furnaces inside the honeycomb to save space and then close it with the window frame and reinforced glass window. To the left, you can place a workbench and close it with a low wall and a half wall instead, soft side facing towards you. Now turn around, grab a tool such as a hatchet or a sword, pick out the wooden wall and place a low wall and a half wall here with the soft side facing towards you as well. You can place a locker inside the honeycomb by the entrance and close it with the window frame and reinforced glass window that can later be left out for baiting. Place garage doors in the remaining 2 slots, making sure that the middle and left garage doors are facing each other as shown. This will allow you to control the left door even when the middle garage door is closed. For the bait loot room, go outside and place a twig half wall and a floor triangle on top as shown. This will allow you to place a floor triangle shelf on the other side. Now fill this room with various boxes and make sure to put code locks on some of them facing the other way so you can hear when someone is trying to open them. Here I placed a large box with a code lock so it is not clearly visible from the other side. You can add additional bait boxes above the bunker entrance as well. Again, placing code locks where appropriate. For the main loot room where you will be able to stash the main loot, place a floor tile at half height right in front of the workbench and fill it with boxes of your choosing. Make sure, however, that you can still jump up on the shelf. Lastly, we will set up the shotgun traps. Before the bunker entrance, place a garage door so that the bulky part faces outwards. Then place shotgun traps, each facing slightly off so that the entire corridor is protected. You can open the garage doors manually from within the base. Alternatively, if you have a small generator and a door controller at your disposal, you can set up the following circuit. Close yourself inside the shotgun room, unlock the garage door, deploy the door controller, and pair it. Then, relock the door and place a small generator next to the workbench. Now pay close attention to the wiring. If done correctly, you can easily cover the wiring with a small box and 2 sleeping bags like so. The main shotgun traps may be placed in front of the workbench. Place them on either 4 rugs or 4 spinning wheels to make them slightly elevated. When placing the traps, make sure to angle them so that both the bunker entrance and the entire bedroom is covered. Now place 1 rug in front of the shotgun traps, making sure that it's slightly sticking into the stone wall frame to conceal the gap. Finally, the last 2 shotgun traps will go in front of the PC. First, deploy your bed and then place a shotgun trap in the corner and 1 right at the passage to the adjacent bait loot room. The interior and furnishing of the trap base are now complete, so all that is left to do is to form a believable entrance, add some honeycomb, and optionally upgrade some parts to metal for slightly more protection. For this stage, you will need 1.2k wood and 6.3k stones. To complete the entrance, you will also need 2 shop fronts, 2 sheet metal double doors, a sheet metal door, and some code locks. Begin by upgrading the 2 twig foundations at the front of the base and then place a doorway and 4 wall frames as shown. Place half walls around the raised wall frame to match the height and then proceed fitting the 2 shop fronts into the outer wall frames. Fit the sheet metal door and a sheet metal double door at the entrance to form an airlock and another sheet metal double door on the raised foundation, making sure that it opens inwards. Lastly, seal the roof. At this stage, you will be able to close in and trap the players that have entered into the corridor from within the safety of your base, as the last placed sheet metal double door sticks into the base when open. When trapping players, you can remove all but this double door to make it seem like the base has been recently raided and left. With most of the base now up and running, you may choose to start trapping players already now or invest a little bit more to make the base a bit more secure. For example, you can finish the 2 remaining honeycombs on the back of the base and honeycomb the roof with half walls. You can even go one step further and upgrade the parts of the base to metal. I would like to stress, however, that being a trap base, it is nowhere near being as secure as a regular base of comparable size. For this reason, I strongly advise you not concentrate or invest too much in upgrading the base and move the loot to a more secure location as soon as you have the chance. Moreover, always remember to replace the missing doors and bunker up the base before you go offline. And there you have it, an affordable and easy to build and use trap base that will hopefully bring you lots of good game moments and stories to tell. If you like what you saw, do not forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And whether you did or didn't enjoy the video, please do leave a comment in the comment section below, as I would really like to know what you think. I would also like to know what base design you would want to see me do next. This was Daddy, and may the next fight be ever in your favor.